That's a relief, isn't it? I confessed to all the actors this morning I can never do anything the same way twice. What I like in headshots is a naturalness, a comfort from the actor. Most actors hate stills, so I'd nearly rather they went out and ran around in the park and had an amateur take them, or take a shot from something they've done, or if they're able for it, in a studio with a photographer who isn't making the model or pose, just a shot of them, which sounds easy, but I know it isn't, but yeah. I watch 40 seconds for sure, and it better hold me. And I don't like any preamble in a showreel, straight into acting. No little clips of all your work, because it sort of doesn't work. Straight into the acting. We don't have a lot of time, which is one of the reasons we use showreels, is that it saves you waiting for somebody to come and see you and doing a precast. And so you get to know an actor by their showreel. They're using them on Spotlight, which I really like, because say I put something out on Spotlight, I get deluged, and I go in and I look and I see there's a showreel. I can watch an actor I've never heard of and learn about them immediately, that moment. I think it's fantastic. My standard thing about nerves is you're no good without nerves. You've got to have nerves because that shows that you're on point. But when you come in, hang them outside on the hook with your coat and come in that door and try and lose them for the one time that you're in the room, because that's your time. And what happens in a lot of cases is they let the nerves run the audition, they go home and they're brilliant in front of their dressing room mirror. So I suggest you come in, throw the nerves to one side, do the read, it's your moment, and for all you know, it's your job. You know, and you will only get it if you go out that way and go after it. And then walk out and collect the nerves and go home again. They should come in the accent, and if it's American, say very little. Go to the script as soon as possible, but say, hi, morning, how are you? Do a little bit of it so they don't immediately wince and say, oh my God, they're English, they're Irish, you know, they won't be able to do an Alabama accent. America's so big, they have to learn their accents. You know, they're as foreign in Alabama as they are to Canadian, to Los Angeles, which is really no accent, but yeah. A little goes a long way in interpreting the look of a character. Come in with as little props as possible. This morning I saw a girl in here in Bow Street, and she was doing she was doing a very working class New York piece, married to a boxer. And she just had a pair of big earrings and her hair up. She didn't come in a fur wrap and a cocktail dress. She came in with just a suggestion of down market, but kind of great. And I liked it. It's just enough, yeah. Yeah, first of all, never sit in front of a light source like a window, but use God's light, because it's one of the best on these cameras that we use. So face the window by all means and use that for your lighting if you can. Otherwise, if you're using lighting like this, be careful that it's natural and not overlit, but you know, that the focus is here and that it's kept simple. The other thing is sound. Don't record in an echoey room, because although that's empty and you'd think it's a great chance for you, it actually augments and blurbs on you. And the other thing is if there's people shouting outside the door and they stop, walk out and say, will you keep the noise down, please? And if they're not supportive, you know, smack them. And what else? Don't overprop. Don't overdo what you're going to do. Just keep it one-to-one. Only ever read with one other person. Try and get the best person you can, another actor, and a good another actor, because that will make you look better. Yeah, there's probably a whole load more things, but that's what I think of immediately. Yeah, now that is hard for the actor. It's very hard. They'll have a few contacts by the time they leave college. Some of them will pick up immediately. They'll try and sign some of these people. It's the ones who don't get an agent as they emerge that you feel sorry for because they think they're failing already. They're not. Agents are very conservative and they're afraid to take people on. You get a buzz going about yourself is really how you do it. If you can get a little bit of publicity, not about falling out of a club in Leeson Street, but like about, being talked about as an actor or doing a lovely show in Galway, somewhere with respect that don't forget to sort of try and get that into the paper, buzz a bit about yourself, or into the network, or, use it. Use all these public places you can, and remember who you know, because who you know could very often get you an interview with an agent that'll push it a bit. Yeah, that's it, and you have to be patient about it. But a lot of actors leave college thinking, I've got to be with the majors, the first 5. You don't, because they're already full of stars. You want to be with the next lot who are going to nurture your career and put you out there and put you in television, are more approachable. There is, and I don't know when that point is, but I feel the actor knows in their hearts, because as I said this morning, there's some people, you see a kid at 18 and he or she is useless. You see them at 21, 22, it's like Mark Twain and his father. They've learned how to act magically, and you shouldn't have walked away from them. To your surprise, they've matured and they've learned. But I think if an actor finds that they're again and again and again going up for auditions and not getting them, again and again and again, they're doing more courses to solve the problem because they're going to meet me in Galway, it's not going to get you a job. What's going to get you a job is talent mainly. Maybe you won't be a star, but you'll work, which I think is why you do acting in the first place. Don't do it. My piece of advice for actors is don't do it. It's too hard. It's so soul-destroying, so vulnerable. And I've sat at tables where people have discussed actors, huge names, as if they were just of no note, just are they right for this part, and what draw are they in the countries, and whatever. But if it's the only job you can do, if there's nothing else that would ever make your heart beat, then do it. But otherwise, don't do it. It's just the hardest job in the world.